position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside is 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. So Nebraska's offense takes the field for the first time today. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on 3rd down, forcing the incompletion.
Big noise in the Big House for this huge 3rd down play. To throw, it's Raiola. He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. The Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So Michigan's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
Set, ready. Cooler 18. Cooler 18. Give to the back. Dragged down at the 39, but he's got 5 yards, and they'll move the sticks. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his back in the middle. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll send the back in motion. Moore will throw. Swings it out to his running back. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on 1st down. Into the end zone. And he can't quite make the connection as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the...
Touchdown, Michigan! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. Dave, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. There he goes. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Fires left. He's got him wide open. And he's brought down after a huge completion. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down. The Cornhuskers have pushed it inside the 20. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. The screen, he's got wheels. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. From the gun, the give, looking for room. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. To the air, it's Raiola. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husker. The extra point here would tie the game. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Catch in the middle. It's pre-score.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after one period of play as we have a look at the stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Sends it back in motion. And some room to work. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Tackle is made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Wolverines have their offense in high gear. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but the sweet pulling catch is plenty to give him a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one, and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge third down here in the big house. Snagged in the middle. It's Knowles. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. And the Huskers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Moore will throw. Sends it downfield. Makes it around to the 25, and there's room. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. They'll run the screen. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Just keep slinging it. Grab near the marker. It's Marsh. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Wolverines. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Coming out with it, it's Nelson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Working that left side now. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nelson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Looking deep down the right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Punt team makes its way onto the field. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So here comes the Michigan offense. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Catch in the middle, it's Collier. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Marsh. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Here's a heat. Fires downfield. Finds a man on the right. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team...
And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Ann Arbor. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and in the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the returner will be brought down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him. A lot of play there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry up. Moore to the air. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs closer to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Quick handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Pulls and fires complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover. Pick up the first. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Runs through a tackle.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll run the sneak for it. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Nestled just inside that right upright. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Kennesaw State has the lead right now, but this crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 10 over Virginia Tech.
Moore will throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. Creates a little space.
Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Caught near the sticks. It's Cleescourt. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
I'll tell you, when you got a tight end like this, it makes it a lot easier calling pass play.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Makes the catch. It's Collier. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Moore to the air. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And how nice is it to just have a quarterback that you believe in, that you can trust, you can put it in his hands on third down to make the right decision. You've got the lead, and you've got your guy. He sees it, nothing open, tucks it, gets a huge third down.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Michigan. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. And the Huskers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Rush is on him. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. This offense has been suffocated by a sea of maize and blue reminiscent of what the national champion Wolverine D did in '97, holding their opponents to single digits.
And it's at every level. I mean, just a great job being physical up front, locking down in the secondary. Michigan defenses are always on point. They don't give up silly, stupid plays. They just don't do that.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Nebraska. Once he got some room, it was over.
And I'm pretty sure the card usually tells you to punt in this situation, backed up on your own end.
But forget that.
We're going to be aggressive. And how about the deep shot down the field on fourth down? You make the play and get the huge explosive touchdown for this offense. Risk it for the biscuit, baby.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Gets the back moving. Moore will throw. That's caught. It's marked. Makes the stop at the 32, and he picks up 10 on that play.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
The short hands. It's Collier. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Wolverines can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Collier. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a 1st down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. They'll run play action. Now rolling to the left. Grabbed behind the line. It's ball. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Collier. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Makes the grab on the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Take the profit, right? Pitch and catch. Defense and zone coverage. Receivers got some access. Just spit it out to him. Let him catch it and advance and get what he can get.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Moore to the air. Forced out of the pocket. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverine. They can now exhale just a little bit with that lead, and they are close to a victory here in the 8th week of the season.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
He'll return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Caught over the middle. It's Nelson. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Powers through the defender. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hey, the defense is going to give you those all day. We're late in the game now. They've got the big lead. Expect them to play big zone defenses and try to keep the football in front of them. If you want to throw it short, they're just going to rally to the ball and just bleed this game out.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback may change this route. Moore will throw. through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Motion from the back. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Caught in the backfield. It's ball. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He'll try to take it back.
Could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponent's got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. The Huskers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Across the 25, he's got room. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Cornhuskers, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jackson. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And they got to the line expeditiously, spiked it and stopped the clock. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Back to pass, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. He's got him. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. It's a lost cause, but they keep fighting. Flushed out of the pocket. That will be the final.